am Carrie Howard, eXp Realty. I'm going to be doing yet another Teams presentation. I've done a few of these in the past, but you know what? eXp Realty, we keep growing. We keep expanding. We're in more countries than we had been. And I just want to make sure my information that I give, especially because it's recorded and sent, is accurate. I looked back at one of my old videos and it had 2.5 thousand views. A lot of people are looking into this whole, how does it work to be a team? So I'm making this with the intention for brokers and owners to watch. It's going to be long. I'm putting that out there. Hey, if you're an owner, you need to invest your time in learning about this, and I'm going to not spare the details. And the reason why is because you are a leader. You are somebody that your team members, or right now your agents, are trusting you to make sure you're advising the best way possible. So I would much rather go ahead and give more information up front so you can really do your math, really think about it, understand what you're getting. Because when I come back and meet with you and you're like, yeah, I'm coming over, I'll do this whole presentation, if you would like, to your agents. They need to know what they're getting. So what I'm going to cover in this is the standardized team. I'm going to skip over some of the stuff about the marriage teams and things like that. We have different teams with EXP. So we're going to cover the standardized team, which is right here. I'm going to be covering the mega team for the higher producers. And then I'm going to explain what is EXP so that way you know what are you and your agents getting. So let's jump in here. Alrighty. Again, I'll leave this on my screen for just a second. You can go back and look at it. Self-organized teams are more like, hey, you and four buddies decided to sell real estate together. But a standardized team, let's start from the very top of that paragraph. In certain cases, eXp Realty will reduce a team member's annual company dollar cap by half. What are we talking about? Let's look it up. All agents, whether you are the best agent in the planet or the worst, they start out at 80-20 for their commission split. So when your 20% right here goes to the company and it equals $16,000, you cap out. Basically, that's 3% of 2.7 million in sales, give or take. So when this slide right here says your team members will half cap, that's incredible. That means they cap at $8,000. So right from the very beginning, being a leader is opening up the ability for your members, for your agents to grow. Can you imagine what they would feel if they made 100% commission after paying $8,000 to the company? Guys, it's crazy, but it's very real. Let's talk about the fees real quick. So those will make sense when I go through this as well. Every time you have on an 80-20 split a transaction, the company gets $25 for a transaction fee. That's what you pay for your paperwork, $25. Your errors and omissions is $50 per, it's $40. It's $40 for your transactions. That's right here. This caps at $500. Let's say you've been a great agent, you've sold all your, houses this year and you capped out. Your transaction fee hops up to $250 per transaction. Again, that's nothing. The company's not making any money on you. And that itself has its own cap. And that's what's called the icon agent. When your $250 transaction fee hits $5,000, you are an icon agent and they give you the $16,000 back to you in stock. I'll say it again. When you have capped in your transactions and that cap fee hits $5,000 to the company, they give the $16,000 back to you in stock. The easiest way of looking at it as a single agent, not as a team member, but just a single one, if your transaction fees are $250, let's say you recruit somebody in Idaho. Hang on, let me say the right thing. $250. You recruit somebody who's not on your team, they're just out there in the middle of nowhere. Times 20 transactions, that equals $5,000. Easiest way of saying it is if you're a single agent, you're not on a team, if you cap out and you sell another 20 houses, you get that $16,000 back. All right, let's jump back over to this page. Now that you kind of understand a little bit of the fees, and we'll go back through those again. I know that was fast. But the team member underneath you, they cap out at $8,000. You, leader, you still cap out at $16,000. That way you can be an icon agent. That way you can still receive that award and get the $16,000 back. Let's look at number 1. The team leader must have a minimum of $6 million in production or 30 closed transactions. Y'all, I know a lot of agents by themselves who do that. A team, that is very achievable. Sell 30 houses as a standardized team. You, sir, you, ma'am, as an owner, you're making at least 25% gross commission off of everything your members sell. It doesn't have to be 25%. If you want to set it up to be 30%, 50%, whatever, do what you need to do to be their leader. Guys, I know leaders all over, and they have members underneath them in their brokerages working for 30 or 40%. And I ask them why. They're like, well, man, my broker, they get all these leads for me. I don't have to go out and do it. I'm willing to pay them instead of having to pay Zillow or having to pay whatever. And they're okay with doing that. You as a leader, you need to take that into consideration. How much are you willing to charge your folks? As a standardized team, they're just asking you to charge them 25%. Now, that is one way of making money on the people in your team. Again, EXP is deep. We're going to go into the other deep material. This is way number 2, revenue share. You see, when you recruit agents, you are given 3.5% off of their gross commission that comes off the 20% company dollar. So if I have a sale and I give my 20% to them, Jay Nelson, my sponsor, he gets paid 3.5 gross commission off of that sale of mine. I don't ever have to pay him. It's already off of company dollar. So when I cap out, he doesn't make any more money off of me. So on your first tier, if you have 0 to 4 agents and you're making 3.5 gross commission off of them, do the math. What do you think those agents are going to sell? Maybe you have 30 agents in this first tier that you personally have recruited. You're going to make 3.5 gross commission off of every single one of them. Let's say those agents go out there and they start growing their business and stop here. At EXP, yeah, you'll be a team leader. That's cool. But you are empowering everybody on your team to go out and grow a brokerage themselves. They're not in competition with you now, okay? They're not growing their own team. They're simply recruiting other agents to come to EXP. They don't have to be on your team. They can recruit people in Florida. They don't have to be on your team. They can't be actually because they're too far away. They can recruit all over the world. You, owner, will make 3.8% off of your recruits, and so forth. 2.4, 1.4, 0.92, and then the biggie is the 4.5. As you grow your company, they will too. And you will be making a profit off of everything they do as well. It doesn't hurt anyone, though. It's not like they have to give you money, for you to get better. No. Again, it comes off the company dollar. That's what's so incredible about this brokerage. Numbers 3 through 6, those are just the writing parts. Yeah, we're agents. We have to do everything in writing. You get a commission agreement. You have a roster for who's working on your team, and you turn it in. So maybe you're like, yeah, I sell a lot more than 6 million carry. Okay, cool. Then maybe this one would be a better fit for you. This one's a little bit more mathy, and we're going to go through it. So just hang in there with me. But you need to understand this if you're, again, the leader. Get this from right out of the gate. Certain high-producing teams may choose to apply for a mega icon team. EXP will reduce a team members, again the members, annual company dollar by 3/4. You're giving your recruits, your team, a $4,000 cap. Do the math. How much real estate does somebody have to sell for the 20% they give to the company to equal $4,000? That's incredible. Everything else is the same. You still charge them at least 25%. These are the requirements for a mega team. During the 12-month period, a team must have a minimum of letter A, 175 closed transactions, 40 million in sales, 10 capping team members. We're going to hang out right here at that 10 capping team members for a second. Jump down here for the math. They want you to have a minimum of $56,000 that goes to the company through your team. And here's the breakdown. Leader, you're a great agent. You're selling real estate. You cap. You have already sold the $2.7 million in real estate. EXP has received $16,000 from your commission, and that goes into the pot. So let's just do the math. 16,000. I keep forgetting you can't use commas on these little calculators. Okay, so EXP has gotten 16,000 from you. They want you to have 10 agents who are also capping agents. So that's $40,000. 16 plus 40. That's where they're coming up with the company dollar they want from your mega team is $56,000. Very achievable. And these are just number goals, but the company is saying, hey, this is where we want you all to be a mega team. If you can't do that, that's fine. Next year, you can just be a standardized team. Again, you have to have everything written out, agreements to pay commissions and such. Team members, they need to be within a 100-mile radius of the team leader for a mega team. Again, everybody signs addendums and stuff. So that's the basic structure of your mega icon team. If you can't make the 56, the company does say, okay, if you're not able to hit that, then just pay us the difference at the end of the year, and we're going to move you to a standardized team. So it really pushes you as a leader to do very well. Let's look at the commissions. One of the things you're going to see in the slide presentation I do about agents is some of our core values. And one of those core values is transparency. EXP wants to be very transparent. I can go in, I can see what our company has done in the last quarter or the last year. I know the company numbers. It's there, it's in front of me. They want to make sure agents, since we're acting like a CEO, and I'm a nobody, like I'm just an individual agent growing a group. They want me to be just as well versed, or at least have the resources to get there, as someone who is like my sponsor in the company, Jay Nelson. He's the 23rd highest agent in the entire world for EXP. That's like 60,000 agents. He gets paid on over 1,200 or so agents every month because he's grown his team like wildfire. That is a real thing. He's not a team leader. He's just an individual out there sharing this brokerage to anybody who has ears. I do the same thing. He has the same transparency as I do. EXP wants all of us to feel like we're comfortable in the skin that we're in. So let's look at the numbers again a little closer. This is for a team leader and a team member who have decided they're going to half every single transaction. So 50-50 split. You look at the numbers exactly the same. The first thing EXP takes out, it explains right here, the first deduction is going to be referrals to outside. Let's pretend we don't have any referrals. It's a $10,000 gross commission. It's a big old awesome house. Team leader, you get $5,000. Member, you get $5,000. They take out the broker review fee. Nobody is capped out, so it's just $25. Look at this, guys. It is split. 2 people pay one $25 fee. So they take out your $12.50. And then they take out your risk management fee, which is also split in half. So leaving you both a whopping $3,967.50. It's split right down the middle. Leader, you have capped out. Your member hasn't. Cool. You make a little bit more than them because they did not take out the 20% commission. You had the $5,000. You split your transaction fee, which is higher. It's higher than theirs because you've capped. They split the broker review fee. They have split the management fee, and that's what you left. Alrighty. There are some team resources for you. I want you to look these up. Here's an email that you can reach out to somebody who specifically handles teams. If you have thoughts, questions, stop, write them down, pause the video, get back with me. I want to understand those. I want to hear those. If I don't know them off the top of my head, we will go into the office together and find those out. So what are your agents getting? How does a company like this work for their agents? This is a presentation EXP put together. I just got to flip through the beginning of it. Alrighty, so I'm going to fly through this as fast as I can because I don't want to waste too much of your time. But this is what the EXP presentation is for the individual agent, but for you as well. You needed to know the number difference, but we can just jump into who we are so you understand more about who is this brokerage. It was founded by Glenn Sanford. You can see right here in his 4th year in real estate with a major national franchisor. And I'll just tell you because it's my own personal video. He was with Keller Williams. His team closed more than $60 million in real estate, and he believed that agents and brokers, they're the ones doing the heavy lifting. They're the ones who are going out and busting their butts to get the price to the broker. He's like, why am I giving so much of this away? And so he wanted to create something that has more of an agent-owned feel to it. I mean, we're still broker-owned, or, is owned by him. He is our founder. But given the example of how I can grow my brokerage, and I have people in different states that I've recruited, I'm able to grow it as if I was the founder. It's incredible. So he created EXP. 2009 is founded. You can just go through here and see all the reports. They're saying, wow, this is great company. Glassdoor is loving on us. Swanepoel is loving on us. We go into the World Holdings with NASDAQ. We're a publicly traded company. We introduced the Icon Agent Award System to where people are now getting stock for being high producers. It starts globally expanding. And I opened up, where did it go? I opened up one of its announcements. And again, this is that transparent part. Here's the news, EXP. Says one of the fastest growing global real estate companies announces the opening of EXP in Spain, as well as plans to expand its real estate opportunities in Germany, Panama, Japan in the 3rd quarter of 21. It has already successfully launched in these markets here: Puerto Rico, Brazil, Italy, Hong Kong, and Colombia. You're going to see other countries that we're in. Overall, by the end of it all, it's going to be in 19 countries by the end of the 3rd quarter this year. That's incredible. So you can go back through here if you wanted to and read. It's all in the news for what EXP is doing. Where'd my presentation go? All right, so here we are. So as you can see, we're having explosive growth. As of December last year, we were at 40,000 agents. Right now, we're sitting at 60 grand. 60,000 agents. These are the core values I've briefly referenced. They want us to be service, make a positive change. Be sustainable. It's easy to be sustainable when you have a brokerage that has the kind of office that I'm going to show you here in a minute. They want us to collaborate. We're all on the same field. It's not a dog eat dog as much as typical real estate agents are. I can call anybody around the world and get help for whatever problems I have. They're very transparent. Then you can just read through all these other ones that they say that is a core value to who we are as a brokerage. The business model is not anything new. Look at Blockbuster. They're non-existent anymore. We are now Netflix or Hulu or Viki Rakuten or Prime Video. All of these videos are made available online. The same thing with Circuit City, and a lot of stores that has said, hey, you know what? This whole online thing, that's awesome. Y'all, I know teenagers who have businesses online through Instagram. That's just how our culture is. So why is real estate culture not catching up as fast? I mean, it should be. And EXP has said, hey, yeah, we are. We're going to be that. We have a cloud campus environment instead of the costly overhead of an office. Now, owner-broker, if you want to keep an office, fine. No one says you have to sell it. We have regulation people that you need to talk with to see, okay, for branding. If you want to keep your personalized brand, if it's not a major franchise, and just tack on brokered by EXP, There are people to guide you through that process to make sure you are compliant. Just like NAR compliance, just like your whatever state you're in compliance rules, EXP has its own as well. We have live training. It is real. I'm not talking about pre-recorded stuff. This is a speaker is talking. I can talk over them. That would be very rude of me, and I wouldn't do that, but I could. I can put notes in the chat box. I can do all kinds of things in our office during a training. It's 50 hours a week. We have real-time support, technology. Yo, that is so real. I have a new computer. Tragic story, real quick. My other beloved laptop, I knocked an entire cup of coffee over, and it fried. It's dead. I know I had Apple Care on that computer. I know I did, because the last computer was ruined by a cup of water. So I got Apple Care. They couldn't find it. I couldn't find it. It was tragic. I was like, are you kidding me? And I had just bought my daughter a computer for her birthday. So here I'm having to go buy another computer literally the same month. Roar. I didn't do my research. I just went in. I was like, that one's pink. I like it. It's mine. I didn't notice it had 8 gigabytes instead of 16 of memory. And so my computer currently has a little bit of a glitchy sound when I'm in the EXP office because it's not a big enough computer. So I went into, long story short, I went into our office. I went to the tech center. I was like, what's wrong? How come it sounds glitchy? And she's like, can I take over your computer? I was like, yeah, sure. Knock yourself out. Please just fix it. I thought it was a sound issue. And so she goes through all my settings. She's like, no, your sound is great, Carrie. You just got a computer that's a little bit too small. I was like, are you kidding? She said, it's okay. It's just the office will work. You just need to close every other thing that's running so that way it can pull the most amount of memory possible. That's the kind of help. That's the kind of help our technology people are giving us. Other things are accounting. I'll just walk through and I'll show you the office. But anyway, there's a ton. There's like 300 to 500 staff people at our fingertips. Moving on. Let's just go into the office. I'm going to go ahead and open this up and let it be running in the background. This is our real estate office. You want to go into the office? Well, here you go. You're now watching my office with me. It will take a minute. I really need to close the other things down on my computer. Quit. The reason it's taking a minute is because I have a large family and I've like dove into the recesses of my house to get away from all the noise. So this is our office. It's a beautiful 3D, great working space. These agents are real people. If I walk up to them and I turn my microphone off right here, they will hear me speaking. So right away, I'm going to show you our classes that we have. Like I said, it's 50 hours a week. This is real time. Like tomorrow, navigating the EXP roadmap, setting up your EXP business, the art of valuing a property in the United Kingdom, team building with KV Core, brand and empower yourself with video, retail committee, fast start, the 3 C's to your path to success. I mean, there's classes, like those are the kind of classes I'm talking about when I say we have online classes. They're phenomenal. Let me show you how to access our broker rooms. Bring my brightness up some. Okay, I'm going to go to staterooms. I can go anywhere in the America and talk to the broker. I recently had somebody come to EXP that lives in Texas, as well as Florida. I went into the Florida broker office, and I sat down at a table and talked to the broker in Florida. As you can see, there are some ladies here. I don't want to bother them. It's actually after hours. It's like 8:30 p.m. Central Time right now. I can't believe there's still people in here. But you can go up, and it says, do not grab a ticket until you've signed in and been told what ticket to select. So I went up to this table, and I clicked here, and she's like, okay, just sign up this quick little form for me. So I did. I signed in, and I let her know, hey, I'm here because I'm onboarding an agent. So she's like, okay, pull the yellow ticket. That's Florida. Let me show you Alabama because that's where I'm actually living. Go to broker state rooms, Alabama. We do not have as much Post-its everywhere. You go here, This is their office hours. It's very clear. If I needed one of them, I would take a ticket. As soon as they're available, I will be seated right here at a table in front of my broker, face to face, and talking about it. These other little machines, this one is for compliance. If I have a compliance question, I don't need to always have to ask my brokers everything. We have transaction specialists for a reason. So ask your transaction specialist. Ask your state admin for things like payroll and all the other stuff. Your broker no longer has to be the one sole person that tells you what to do. I'm just going to show you this picture because I'm in it and I think it's cool. They hung it on the wall. We had a social recently. That's me right there, the sassy curly hair lady with a bunch of incredible agents. We do get together as people. I may look out like an avatar, but this is our office. State meetings. We have a state meeting every Thursday, and this is a state meeting room. It's a gorgeous auditorium. And so when we have classes together as a brokerage, this is full of avatars sitting there listening to our broker stock. Sometimes they're not sitting here. Sometimes they're on their phone. EXP is an office that you can download on your cell phone and open it up and listen. You can't see it, but you can listen. So this is where we do life together as far as learning. Other offices, I'll go over here to tech support. I had mentioned that. I'm just going to go to the lobby. No, I'll go to the self-help. This is the little self-help room, and it's by topic. So if you're curious about like whatever is in this topic, you can just click on it. The technical support lobby. Similar to my broker office room, I would go over here, take a ticket. As soon as someone's available, I automatically get seated in front of someone. You can see right here, there are people talking. This guy, David, he's a technical support person, talking to Jared, talking to Steven. These are real people. Like, I know they look like avatars, but I can open my microphone up and talk to every one of them. Wow, they have cats on their wall. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, that's funny. This cat is in the car seat. I love the tech people, don't you? Sometimes they have ridiculous, really silly things like that one. You know, get it? I have a bug. My computer has a bug. Yeah. And it, you know, it gives us the ability to see a little bit about who these guys are. Let me go back and see. I know I'm totally creeping at this point. That's okay. I'm just going to do it. One of the guys, okay, so there's their family. This one, okay, let me look up real quick. Mr. Dan Adams, the manager. I sort of kind of love it that he has a picture of that right there. That's Minecraft. Like, exactly what you would think a technology person would have. This one just has that. Whatever. Okay, creeping over. I'm gonna go back to the welcome area. Oh, that's what you get when you get me on a live video, y'all. Okay, so again, this is our EXP office, and the flags right there are a representation of the different countries that we currently have. It's an incredible place to learn and grow. Enough of that. Okay, let's go back to my presentation. That sums up everything in the next several slides about what our office looks like, about the training, about the real-time support, international collaboration, again, all the countries that we're in. Let's talk a little bit more about the money part. So we've already briefly discussed how we get paid on transactions. It's an 80-20 split. You also get paid with stock. That is a very real thing. Our stock is called EXPI. Let's see what it is today. I actually have no idea. I haven't looked at it today. Today, it's $35.29 a share. It's gone down. Let's look at a year. I mean, we all had this big drop, just like all of us have been anticipating. That's a month. I'm sorry, I said a year. That's a month. The year. This is awesome. Right there, ding, ding, ding. That is when I sold my shares and I bought a car, aka sending my kids to college. So whatever you want to save for, this is a real monetary way of making money. EXP will be giving you shares of stock as gifts. They are true gifts with your first transaction of every single year. You'll be given shares of stock when you cap. You're giving shares of stock when the people that you recruited cap, or excuse me, not cap, when they close their first transaction. They are all gifts of EXP as a way of saying thank you for growing your business. Thank you for selling real estate. You get the $16,000 worth of stock when you become an icon agent. Again, that's that sell 20 more houses as an individual agent. After you cap out, you're an icon agent now. Congratulations, here's $16,000. Or if you're a team leader, the math on that is going to be a little bit different. But all the same, you're given $16,000 of stock for being a capping agent. It's incredible. For being a capping icon agent, I should say. What I do is I ask, for 5% of every transaction that I sell to be saved as stock for myself. This is a real way for me to retire, guys. Or, like what I just did, I bought a car because I needed a car. My daughter turned 16, and so she took my old one. This is your money. If you buy stock, you can sell it whenever you want. If they give you stock, it has to vest for 3 years. There's that revenue share page that I already discussed. When you recruit people, you make money off of them. It's no skin off their back. It's company dollar. You're making money from the people you bring into this brokerage. That's why we're the fastest growing independent brokerage in the world. 60,000 agents going into 19 countries. This thing, it attracts people. It's not like I have to knock down doors trying to get them to come in. They're calling me. It's transforming the way we do real estate because people can work anywhere in the world. Again, you want to keep your office? Go for it. But you have the freedom to not. Read this real quick. 28 to 33% of realtors are uninsured in any given year. That's sad. We do have a healthcare program. I can't say a whole lot about it because I don't use it, but it is there. You can go right here to this website to learn more. Let's talk about the tools. They give us Enterprise, which is a one-stop shop to see what our sales are, what our cap and our commission is. You can look at your equity awards. You can look at your rev share. All of those things are in one place. SkySlope, that is simply a website where we turn in our documents. The finished, signed, complete finance sales contracts, cash offers, all of it goes into the same place. That is where your transaction people step up to the plate, and they make sure for compliance reasons every blank is filled out, all signatures are there, everything is the way it should be. Workplace is the same thing as Facebook, but it's professional. This is a beautiful thing. I think I'm just going to go ahead and open it up. I was trying to save time, but whatever. I don't even care at this point. Crap. Where did it go? I love Apple until they rearrange our icons. So this is Workplace. And EXP every week when we add hundreds of agents to the fam. Okay, so something less silly. So this is how we can interact with each other. The chats, that's where we can talk to our brokers. That's where we can reach out to any agent in the entire company. Imagine like if your broker's super busy and it's not like an immediate question, you just, hey, I need to ask about this. Like I had asked earlier, hey, are we part of this MLS? She wrote me back. Number one, it's in writing. I can go back and read it at any time. I can save it for a later day when I act old and I forget what she said. I'll go back and I'll read it. I love it. If it's an immediate thing, I pick up the phone and I call her through Messenger. That's a way of getting a broker on the phone. They're always there. What I do is I write brokers, like I'll write 2 or 3 at the same time to get a question answered, and whoever's busy, they pick it up. Other things in this group. We have state groups. Every single state has a page. You can go through, you can read the announcements, you can have all the files that you have to have with all of the different paperwork that you need. Everything is easy peasy. You can get to it right here. Let me open up another group that I love. Let's see all. We have referral groups. I can go out and check, okay, where's the last referral? There were South Daytona area. This is today. Suburbs, Hazelcrest. All of these. Phoenix, Arizona. Looking for a listing in Norfolk, Virginia. All of these are from today. Other ones that I like. Steal the meme. This one's fun. This is just memes that we can use for social media stuff. I mean, it's just pictures. Let me just open up the photos real quick so you can kind of see. Media, photos. Every holiday under the sun is going to be in here. Even the little dumb ones like Chocolate Day. Who in the world knew there was Chocolate Day? Whatever. Somebody sat down and made a meme for it. So you can go through, and instead of you spending your time making the stuff up, just point, click, save, and put it on your own stuff. It's supposed to be fine for marketing. All the pictures, they're not that you have to say where they're from. Like, if you go from unsplash.com or wherever, they can't have any kind of royalty fees to them. It's just a handy place to always be up and at them with your social media stuff. When we had the convention 2021, that's what our schedule is. You can go back and see things. So anyway, I'm getting away from myself. I get so excited about it. But Workplace is a great tool that we can connect with each other. We're given a free CRM. It's KV Core. Do your research, learn what that is. We get it for free. Drip campaigns, they're free. The CRM part, that's for free. All of the landing pages for free. I can make a landing page in like 90 seconds. It's great. Marketing and branding, that is worth its own page. I had to shut this one down earlier because I opened the world, and like I said earlier, I bought the wrong computer. Stupid me. So I'm going to log in super fast. Ta-da. Okay, so let's look at what we're given for free. People sit around and make the stuff for us. We don't have to ask them to, they just do it. There are all kinds of curated collections, things like open house resources, attraction material, brochures, social media, postcards, partners, like, companies that we work with, presentations. All kinds of presentations are already done. You want your person to show up and have a great listing presentation. Well, all they have to do is point and click, and it's done. Letters, tools for video, door hangers, postcards. You get your e-cards, letterhead, helpful documents like how to stage your house, Spanish, logo guidelines, all kinds of stuff is here. All of it's done ahead of time, so that way we can just, again, point, click, next, go sell a house. You don't have to spend forever doing the marketing like this. You don't have to spend money doing marketing. It's already done for us. Just listed things under contract, just sold, just to name a few. So when I say we have branding and marketing, we do. It's all compliance. It's all the right colors. It's all the right size. It's just finished for us. There are some preferred partners. We do the express offers. That's the buy it now ones. You have some title and escrow companies. It depends on where you are in America. We have some home warranty companies. You don't have to use any of these, but they are made available to us. The CE shop for people who need to do their CE courses and such. This is what people are saying about us. Okay, so you've watched a long video from me. My opinion, whatever. These people's opinion, like Inman, Market Watch, these are the ones that everyone is watching, and look at what they're saying. EXP Realty accelerates its already significant growth throughout North America. Team recruitment drives EXP strong agent growth in Q3. We've already talked about this page, so I'm going to skip it. Again, some different trends. We were number 1 in top independents in 2019. Number 1 in movers. And again, this is last year's, but it is no different for this year. We continue to be number 1 in volume, number 1 in growth. Last but not least, we're going to wrap it back up with this team's charts page. Again, thank you for watching. Owner, thank you for watching. Broker, thank you for watching. Person who's wanting to do a team. That was a lot of information. You owe it to your agents to be well informed. Be well informed. Get together with me. Get out that piece of paper that you already started filling out with your questions about teams. Fill it out about EXP, who we are, what we do, what we offer. And again, this is one last kind of bringing it back to the main point of the team structure. Your standardized teams with different caps, minimum referral fees are required, team agreements, they're required, do a roster. This is what you have to sell for a standard team versus a mega icon team. Self-organized teams, and they don't do a reduced cap or any of those other things. You just have to turn in a roster. So however you want to do your team, I want you to give me a call and let me hold your hand through the entire thing. Better yet, I'm going to be your sponsor. I will be the person recruiting you. So that way you have me to go to all of your questions for your entire career. I will always be your sponsor. Well, welcome to my team. I look forward to growing with you. I look forward to seeing what you're going to do with yours, because I don't do a team currently. I mean, I have a team of people that I work with, but I don't do any of these standardized teams. I work with Jay Nelson, all of us. There's over 1,000 of us. It is incredible to feel plugged into a group of people you trust and you know you're a part of. You have a smaller section of agents in this massive company working together for the same purpose and striving together. So give me a call. Let's sit down and talk about it further. My number is 205-937-1334. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll look forward to getting to know you.